Why is it that some men waste months chasing a woman only to realize they were never her first choice? It's because the signs were there from day one, loud, obvious, flashing red signs, but most men ignore them. She doesn't need to tell you you're not a priority. She shows you. And here's the painful truth most men never face. It's not her actions that trap you. It's your silence. Every time you excuse it, every time you play along, you're telling her it's okay to treat you like an option. But not after this video. Because once you see these 7 signs for what they really are, you'll never mistake scraps for respect again. By the end, you'll know exactly when to step back, when to set the standard, and when to disappear for good. So, pay attention. If she does these 7 things, you're not her priority. And before we dive in, drop this in the comments right now if you're ready to raise your standard. I am no woman's backup plan. That's your line in the sand. Type it in, lock it in, and listen closely, because this isn't just another video you half watch and forget. By the time we reach the end, I'll leave you with a question in the pinned comment. A question only the men who finish this video will even understand how to answer. So if you want to prove to yourself you're not just here for background noise, stay locked in, watch all the way through, and when you're done, go to that pinned comment and drop your answer. That's how you'll know you're ahead of the pack. Let's begin. Number 1. Late night backup pings. Your phone doesn't light up when her day opens. It lights up when her night falls apart. Buzz. 9:18 p.m. You up? Plans changed. Come through? Most guys see that ping and jump. They grab the keys. They sprint across town like it's some prize. They trade sleep, gym time, peace of mind, for a midnight maybe. And the crazy part, they call it chemistry. But a man with standards doesn't scramble. He doesn't sell himself for leftovers. He sets the rule in one breath. Morning works. Pick Wednesday at 7 or Friday at 8. If not, I'm out this week. That's it. Clean, firm, done. Because every time you rush over, you teach her the same lesson, that you'll wait on the hook until she's bored enough to reel you in. But when you hold the line, when you move on your time, you flip the script. You show her she's not the center of your calendar. No warm-up chatter, no lol, no emojis to keep the vibe alive. You go silent until the day is locked. If she chooses, cool, lock it. Go quiet until you meet. If she floats, maybe, and we'll see. Reach out when you can pick a day, and then step back. The first time she feels that wall, when the late ping gets a calm, next week is fine. It stings. Because she's used to men who fold. She's used to men who will crawl out of bed just to prove they're available. But you've turned the table. Now the weight sits in her chest, not yours. Most guys blow this by trying to explain. Sorry, I've got work tomorrow. Or worse, sending long speeches about respect. That's still energy. That's still chasing. The real power is silence with a standard. And here's the part most men miss. This isn't about her. It's about you. Men who respect their calendar, sleep better, lift heavier, think clearer. It shows up in their business, their friendships, even the way they walk into a room. It's a standard that reshapes your whole life. By the time she realizes midnight texts don't move you, you've already leveled up. And the truth is, you're not doing it to make her chase. You're doing it because a man who values his time doesn't beg for scraps. He sets the table. She either shows up on time or she eats alone. Number 2, weekend invisible. Fridays and Saturdays, the real stage. The time when people show you where you rank. And here's the truth. If you're only seeing her on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, or on nights when she's already drained from her week. You're not her man, you're her filler. Weekend hours are prime real estate. She guards them. She spends them where her heart actually is. If you're never in that frame, pay attention. You're in the shadows, not the spotlight. Most guys, they justify it. She's busy. She's with friends. She's tired. And they eat the scraps because at least they're getting something. But here's the problem. Every time you accept being her weekday option, you're training her to rank you below the ones who get her weekends. You're telling her without words that you'll settle for leftovers. The masculine move? You don't beg for a Saturday. You don't sulk when you don't get one. You set a standard. You match energy. If she's only offering off-peak time, you treat her the same way. You stay booked. You invest those prime hours into yourself, your gym, your boys, your business, your peace. Because the truth is, a man who fills his own weekends doesn't notice when someone else doesn't. And here's what happens next. The first time she sees your Friday night lit up without her, it stings. The first time she realizes you're not sitting by the phone, waiting for a Saturday invite, it shakes her. Because silence on the weekend hits louder than silence on a Tuesday. The weak move, asking her why, pressing her to make space, acting like you're owed. That's how men get demoted even further. The strong move? No chase, no complaint, just alignment. She'll either meet you in prime time or she won't. And here's the cold truth. If she's not giving you weekends, she's not giving you priority. And a man with standards doesn't beg for the spotlight. He builds his own stage. So tell me, my friend, would you stay if she never made you a weekend man? Or do you walk before your self-respect goes on clearance? Number 3, add-on invitations. Hey, come with me. Sounds nice, until you realize it's never just for you. It's always tacked on. A +1, a side note, an accessory to her real plans. Pay attention. If every invite sounds like, swing by, we're out already, or come through, we're at dinner, she's not building time for you. She's fitting you in, sliding you between errands, folding you into her world without ever stepping into yours. That's not interest. That's convenience. It's the difference between someone booking you and someone squeezing you. Most men, they'll take it because at least she's including them. At least they're there. But here's the sting. The second you accept scraps, you stop being a main course, the masculine standard. You don't chase the crumbs. You don't jump at tag-along energy. You draw a line. If she wants your time, it has to be your time. Clear, deliberate, one-on-one. Here's what that looks like. She says, hey, join us at the bar. You say, cool, another night. I keep my nights planned. You say it clean, no edge, no guilt trip, and you leave it at that. Because when you refuse to be an afterthought, you shift the balance. She realizes you're not orbiting her plans, you're building your own. And if she wants in, she'll have to meet you with focus, not scraps. The weak move, playing along, showing up as the extra guy, convincing yourself that presence equals priority. That's how you end up as background, not headline. The strong move, silence until it's direct. Attention only when it's intentional. You're not a side mission, you're the destination. And here's the cold truth. If she only tacks you on, she's not making space for you. And a man who knows his worth doesn't beg for borrowed hours. He requires his own. Number 4, hidden in public. Notice how she posts brunch plates, selfies with her dog, the sunset from her balcony. But not you, not once, not even a hint you exist. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about needing validation on her feed. It's about what she's choosing to show the world. If she can post a latte but not the man in her life, that's not privacy. That's erasure. Pay attention to the patterns. She'll tag friends. She'll repost strangers. She'll flood stories with every angle of her night out. Yet somehow your presence is always cropped out. When someone values you, they don't hide you like a secret. They stand next to you without flinching. Most men rationalize it. She's just low-key. She's private. But then she's tagging the waiter, laughing in group photos, throwing hearts on random guys' pics. So what is she really keeping private? Here's the masculine pivot. You don't beg for space in her gallery. You don't ask to be broadcasted. You simply recognize what her silence says louder than words. If she won't claim you openly, she doesn't value you deeply. So you shift. You stop offering yourself like a background extra in someone else's movie. You live in a way that makes hiding you impossible. Focused, grounded, unapologetic. When you walk in a room, you're felt, whether there's a camera on or not. The weak move. Convincing yourself her private life is the reason you're invisible. That's self-delusion. The strong move, accepting the truth. If she won't place you in the light, she doesn't want you seen there. And here's the cut that burns. Her silence online is a reflection of her silence in commitment. And the man who knows his worth doesn't wait to be revealed. He reveals himself by leaving. So here's the real question. If she can celebrate her lunch, her dog, her playlist, but not you, why are you still volunteering to be invisible? Number 5, selective replies. She sees your name pop up, but her thumb doesn't move. Not until hours later, when she's bored, when her battery's dying, when everyone else has gone quiet. You know the drill. Your message sits there, untouched, but her story, updated. Her group chat, literature, her feed, full of likes and comments she found time for. Everyone else gets real time. You get leftovers. That isn't being busy, that's being ranked. She knows exactly what she's doing because she knows you'll still be there when she circles back. And every time you reply fast to a slow response, you teach her one thing. Your time bends, hers rules. Here's where men fall. They over-explain. Sorry, I know you're busy. They double text. Did you see my last one? They justify her silence and make themselves smaller just to stay on the radar. But a man with self-respect doesn't chase ghost signals. He mirrors pace. She takes 6 hours. You take 6 back. She gives a dry one-worder. You don't try to resuscitate it with energy she didn't bother giving. Because the point isn't punishment, it's posture. You're showing her that if attention comes delayed, interest comes delayed too. Execution matters. You don't sulk. You don't call her out. You let your silence carry the weight she tried to dodge. And suddenly, she's checking twice to see why the easy option isn't so easy anymore. Number 6. Geography of convenience. Notice how every plan with her starts with her map, her side of town, her favorite cafe, her after-gym smoothie spot. She'll see you, so long as it's already on her route. But ask her to cross the city for you. Suddenly, it's so far. Traffic's crazy. Maybe another time. She'll drive 40 minutes for a concert she chose. But for you, 10 minutes feels like a chore. That's not distance, that's priority. Because when someone values you, miles shrink. When they don't, every block feels like Everest. Here's what's really happening. She's weighing effort against interest. And when effort only goes one way, your way, what she's telling you without saying a word is, "You're worth my convenience, not my commitment." Most guys ignore this. They become the travel agent. "Don't worry, I'll come to you." They burn gas, kill hours, rearrange their lives just to keep her comfortable. And every time they do it, they reinforce the rule. Her world is the center. Yours is the orbit. But a man with backbone doesn't chase proximity. He offers space, his space, and watches, because it isn't about the miles, it's about the movement. Does she close the gap? Does she adjust her map for you? Or do you keep being the one to bridge it while she stays still? Execution matters. You don't lecture her. You don't say, "Why don't you ever come my way?" You simply offer. "Thursday, my side of town, 8 p.m. If not, we'll find another week." Then you wait. If she bites, fine. She shows she can shift for something that matters. If she dodges, you've got your answer. She wasn't dodging distance. She was dodging effort. And here's the cut that stings. Love doesn't check Google Maps before it checks the heart. The man she's genuinely excited for, she'll travel, she'll Uber, she'll fly. The man she's keeping for comfort, she'll only see him when it's easy. Number 7. No future bookings. Watch her words closely. Maybe. We'll see. Let's play it by ear. That's not spontaneity. That's avoidance. Because a woman who wants to see you doesn't gamble with the calendar. She locks a day. She protects it. She makes sure nothing moves it. But the woman who doesn't, she keeps everything open. Not for you, but for something better. She leaves Friday blank, not because she's free, but because she's waiting to see who else calls. Here's the brutal truth. The future always tells you where you rank. If she never puts you on the books, you're not in her plans. You're her backup option when nothing better arrives. Most men miss this because they confuse chill with chosen. They let "we'll see" slide. They keep checking in. They think if they stay available long enough, she'll eventually circle back. But availability without commitment isn't attraction. It's utility. You're the maybe man she keeps on the hook, just in case she needs company, a ride, or attention on a slow night. A man with self-respect flips the script. He doesn't chase open space. He creates certainty. 2 times, 1 offer, clear cutoff. Wednesday 7 or Friday 8. If neither works, I'm good. Then silence. Because the silence isn't just distance, it's the standard that separates men who get respected from men who get recycled. And here's the sting she feels later. The man she didn't book, someone else will. The man she left on red, another woman is scheduling right now. And by the time she realizes her maybe was a mistake, the spot is gone. So ask yourself this. If she can't put your name on a calendar, why are you putting her at the center of your week? So let's get brutally clear. If she only hits you when her first choice bails, if she disappears on weekends, if you're just an add-on to her night, if she hides you in public, replies when she feels like it, only sees you when it's easy, and never locks a day, you're not her priority. You're her placeholder. And here's the thing most men won't admit. It's not about her behavior. It's about your standards. Because the second you stop accepting scraps, you stop being treated like a backup. The second you say, no bookings, no access, you change the whole frame. Women don't respect men who orbit. They respect men who walk away from the orbit. Men who guard their time like currency. Men who don't play maybe. Men who move with certainty. And yeah, it stings to realize you weren't her first choice. But it stings worse when you know it and still stay. That's what breaks most men. Not rejection, but self-betrayal. So here's your filter moving forward. If she can't give you clarity, you give her distance. If she can't give you time, you give her silence. And if she won't prioritize you, you prioritize yourself until you're living a life that needs no validation from her or anyone else. And if this hit home for you, like the video, share it with a man who needs to hear it, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Because the truth is, once you stop chasing women who treat you like an option, you start becoming the man every woman respects.